10 best places to visit in futuristic and masterpiece China. But before we get started, subscribe to our channel so you don't miss new videos. Number 10. Cruises on the Yangtze River. The Yangtze River is one of the largest water arteries in China, and locals arrange extremely eventful trips along the river on comfortable motor ships. A tour along the waters of the Yangtze, which takes 4-5 days, is a great opportunity to feel the true spirit of the Middle Kingdom, enjoy the beauty of the landscapes of the coast, see the most valuable ancient monuments, visit protected areas, and explore Chinese lands from a fundamentally new perspective. Perhaps all the most beautiful and unusual natural places are concentrated along this route. These are grandiose gorges, stormy waterfalls, where you can feel the local flavor like nowhere else. Next to China is the country of morning freshness, South Korea. While in China, consider visiting this country as well. Read about sights of South Korea and get inspired for your next trip to Asia. Number 9. Read Flute Cave. All kinds of wonders of China can be found not only on its lands, but also underground. In the province of Guilin, in the bowels of a rock called the Reed Flute, one of the most beautiful and impressive caves is located. The amazing underground world is transformed by soft neon lighting, which turns the journey into the bowels of the rock into a real fairy tale. It is believed that once there was an ocean in the place of the cave, but due to natural disasters, the water left, exposing bizarre mountains with fantastic gorges, clefts, grottoes, and caves. Inside the cave, you seem to find yourself in some kind of fantastic movie with unusual scenery, in addition to bizarre formations, stalactites and stalagmites. Here you can see ancient rock inscriptions that supposedly belonged to the first Chinese. Number 8. Zhangjiajie National Park. The best sights in China are not only ancient imperial palaces or impressive skyscrapers in metropolitan areas. Beautiful landscapes and natural creations deserve no less attention. What is worth seeing the beauty of the scenic corners of China, such as Zhangjiajie National Park. This place strikes the imagination with its fantastic landscapes directed upwards by numerous rock formations overgrown with forest. In addition to magnificent landscapes, the park is revealed in another role. It is officially listed as a geological and botanical reserve. A zoo operates here. Zhangjiajie is also known for the fact that the local weathered sand and quartz rock formations, up to 3 kilometers high, became the prototype of the beautiful floating rocks of Pandora from the sensational film Avatar. Number 7. Hani rice terraces. As you move to the south of China, the sites acquire a touch of natural exoticism. For example, in the south of Yunnan province, there is a man-made miracle that harmoniously blends into the natural landscape. These are rice terraces on a vast area of 16.6 thousand hectares. The unique creation appeared as a result of the titanic work that the local population has been doing for 1,300 years, span by span, developing a unique masterpiece. In general, the cultivation of rice in China has been practiced for 7 millennia. At that time, farmers discovered that rice cereals yielded 10 times more crops on water-filled soils than dry ones, and the inhabitants of the mountainous terrain had to adapt to the surrounding conditions. They began to transform the mountain landscape, creating step fields and a complex system of channels that ensured the flow spring waters in these areas. Number 6. Tiger Leaping Gorge. In the southwest of the country, the waters of the Yangtze River flow through a beautiful canyon known as the Tiger Leaping Gorge. On this 15-kilometer section, where the river seems to separate impressive mountain ranges with its waters about 5.5 kilometers high, the gorge reaches its dizzying depth, about 3,900 meters. This is the deepest canyon in the world. There is a legend that it was here that a tiger, running away from hunters, jumped over a stormy mountain river at its narrowest point. This plot served as the basis for the name of the gorge. You can see the most beautiful places and admire the dizzying mountain panorama by choosing one of the proposed trails. For example, there is a trail for multi-day hiking trips and an option for an easy car trip along the low coast. Number 5. City Wall. Among the most recognizable objects of world architecture, it is worth mentioning the Great Wall of China, which stretches from the west to the east of the country. This ancient system of defensive fortifications is best preserved in the city of Xi'an. Here it encircles the old city, and its northern part stretches right along the railway. Climbing the wall today, one can see the obvious contrast between the appearance of the city inside the wall and outside it. On one side is the old city, which has retained the outlines of the ancient geometric layout. On the other side, modern skyscrapers, bright modern facades, and busy freeways. It is worth noting that not only the Wall of China is well preserved in Shan, but also another historical treasure, a terracotta army of 8,000 life-size clay statues of soldiers and horses. Number 4. Lijiang Old Town. In the foothills of the Himalayas in the province of Yunnan, there is an ancient city that many centuries ago lay on the tea and silk roads and was an important cultural and commercial center. We are talking about the old city in Lijiang, now included in the World Heritage List. The city preserves authentic buildings with entourage roofs made of tiles, although it is worth remembering that most of these buildings are skillfully erected copies of demolished old structures. The whole town makes up a single composition with the waters of the Yangtze River, which, breaking up into 3 branches, seems to permeate all the streets, and graceful bridges thrown over numerous streams flaunt everywhere. Dozens of narrow cobbled streets bizarrely intertwine with each other, and the houses in the national style are originally inscribed in the surrounding mountain landscape. Number 3. Victoria Bay. The real pride and symbol of Hong Kong has become Victoria Bay, the beauty of which is not the natural landscape, but ultra-modern city panoramas. This Asian pearl is located between 2 islands, Hong Kong and Kowloon, and its embankment is one of the most beautiful places where the view of magnificent modern architecture that opens from the opposite part of the rounded coast attracts the eye. This coastal street has become a favorite place for walks of citizens and guests, so there are a lot of cafes, restaurants, shops, souvenir shops, as well as boutiques, art galleries, and a large entertainment center. One of the brightest events in the bay is a laser show when thousands of colored lights light up over the harbor and fireworks soar into the sky. Number 2. Pudong New Area. Shanghai is a bustling multi-million-dollar metropolis, and there are a lot of diverse neighborhoods here, but only a few of them attract special attention. Thus, the Pudong area, located on the east coast of Huangpu, is a popular tourist destination due to the location in this zone of the bulk of city attractions. More recently, these lands were agricultural lands where vegetables and fruits were grown. Today, it is the most modern and dynamically growing area with a mass of international companies operating in advanced economic sectors. In some 2 or 3 decades, a forest of skyscrapers grew here. Foreign firms, companies, offices appeared. The area's most noteworthy buildings are the Oriental Pearl TV Tower, the Science Museum, and the Jinmao Tower. Number 1. Jiuzhaigou Valley. The nature of China is unusually rich, and numerous guests will always find something to see in China. Now let's talk about one of those places. In the southwest of the country, near the city of Chengdu, there is an unusually beautiful Jiuzhaigou Valley. It is simply impossible not to admire the richness and diversity of local nature. Crystal clear, transparent lakes with different shades of water alternate with stormy and swift waterfalls, and rare species of animals and birds live in untouched wild forests. The valley is located in a remote area on an area of about 250 square kilometers. The tourist route to the valley was opened not so long ago, in 1972. A little later, the reserve acquired the status of a national park, and already in 1992, it was included in the UNESCO list. Jiuzhaigou Valley is translated from Chinese as the Valley of the 9 Settlements. This is true. Historical documents confirm the existence of 9 villages in the valley, which were once inhabited by Tibetans. Nowadays, people live in these 7 settlements. The territory of the valley is richly covered with dense forests and bamboo groves. Rare species of plants grow here. Many animals inhabiting the reserve are listed in the Red Book as rare endangered species. These include the panda, the golden monkey, and many species of songbirds. The territory of the park includes 3 large valleys located in the lowlands, and in each of them there are numerous lakes of extraordinary beauty. In total, there are 108 such lakes in the valley, connected by rivers and rapid waterfalls. Due to the fact that this beautiful landmark of China is located in a remote area, a trip here will take at least 10 hours by car. But these time costs are undoubtedly worth the vivid impressions that a trip to the Jiuzhaigou Valley will leave.